Oh, hello. It's day 2 of Let's Make a Video Every Day. Today we're going to discuss how to sell Pokemon cards and how much money you should earn from every single source. Alright, so before we can dive into how to sell Pokemon cards, we have to acknowledge that there are multiple different ways and types of cards, okay? English cards, Japanese cards, slabs, sealed product, expensive cards, cheap cards. So all the information I feed you right now will just be a generalization. In the future, I might dive deeper into each thing. But for today's sake, we're just going to talk about local and online ways of selling cards as a whole. All right, so number 1. This is probably the best and easiest for people who don't know how to do anything. All right. Facebook Marketplace. Because all you got to do is go on Facebook Marketplace, take pictures of your cards, post it on there. The main thing is that you don't get ripped off too hard. If you don't know what cards you have and how much they're worth, I highly suggest you get the opinion of multiple people and professionals who are not colluding against you. Okay? Don't go into a card shop and ask the 5 people standing in a circle how much your cards are. Okay? They're gonna lowball you, and then the card owner or whoever is gonna rip you off. So, number 1, make sure you know the value of your cards. Okay? So, assuming you know the value of your cards, number 1, Facebook Marketplace. Cash transaction, keep it simple. I sell you cards, I give you discount, done. Usually cash transactions, depending on like if you're selling a whole binder or you're selling a couple cards, usually it's around 80 to 90%. High-end cards that are super liquid and high demand, you're more likely to get on the higher end. If they're low demand, everyone loves Umbreon, but not Umbreon. Vs, let's say a Tyranitar V, you're more likely to get lower. You'll probably get way lower. Anyways, in person, it's usually around 80 to 90%, assuming it's a mid-tier collection. If you have a bunch of trash Vs and bulk, you're gonna be getting closer to 50% or something. But that's a whole separate conversation. All right, so number 1, Facebook Marketplace. Number 2, you can go to a card shop, okay? In general, card shops will not buy your entire collection unless they get a really, really good deal. They're usually gonna cherry pick all of your best cards that they know that they can sell. Card shops usually offer between 60 and 70%. That's kind of what I think they offer. Now, does it make sense to sell your highly demanded liquid card that is expensive for 70%? No. You can go on Facebook, post it, gone. You pull up with a Greninja PSA 10, you throw it up there, it'll sell at 90% within one day. So card shops are an option, but I do not recommend it unless you are friends with a card shop and you literally want to hand them money. Okay, so now that we covered Facebook and card shops, or if you want to support them, okay? If you play the game and you go to the card shop a lot, throw them a bone, okay? That's another one, okay? Facebook, card shop. Let's move on to the online. There's a couple online retailers you can go through. eBay, TCG Player, and everyone else who doesn't count, but they really do technically exist. I don't know. What's that website? I don't remember. It's that weird, obscure website. It's Amazon and it's TikTok. You probably don't want to deal with those because those are more for niche sellers. Okay, we'll just focus on eBay and TCG Player. So, in general, even though you can sell Japanese cards on TCG Player right now, I would not recommend it. It's a wild west out there because they just made it that you can sell on there right now for Japanese stuff. eBay, okay? eBay charges 13% plus however you deal with your shipping, okay? So in general, if let's just say a Japanese card, okay? If this is worth $10, it's gonna cost you about 1 cent for the top penny sleeve, 12 cents for the top loader, 4 cents for the label, 4 cents for the label that goes inside, and the envelope is about 5 cents. So to sell one card by itself and a top loader is 12 cents. $1.11 for the envelope. All in, for you to ship with the envelope with no tracking, it's gonna cost you about $1.50. Okay, so that's $1.50, which is 15% of $10 plus eBay's fee of 13%. So it's about $3. So you're gonna get about 70%. The thing is, it's a lot of work because you have to take a picture of the card, you have to take the picture of the back, you have to list one card on eBay individually, and you basically get taxed for the shipping. Now, you can pass it on to the customer, but the customer is less likely to purchase it if they have to pay shipping. Some people are just allergic to no free shipping, okay? So in general, on a $10 card, if they only buy one card, you have to do all of this work to get 70%. Also, if your system is not set up, you're gonna get taxed on it if you don't know how to deduct your taxes properly. So eBay, if it's perfect, you can get about 85% if like you're selling a whole binder and the shipping fee is negligible. So eBay, you're gonna get between 70 to 85% depending on how you handle things. It's essentially the same thing with TCG Player on English stuff. I'm not sure what their fees are, but they're generally the same. The problem with eBay and TCG Player is you need a lot of feedback. You need to have good reviews, otherwise people won't trust you. But that's kind of where you'll get. You'll get about 85% after fees. Oh, another one, card shows. Card shows are basically, think of vendors and card shows as an extension of Facebook. It's just a lot of people gather in one spot. So you can walk up to a convention with all of your stuff. If one vendor won't buy it, there's just another vendor right next to them. So you can kind of shop around and have everyone fight over your cards and then decide who's going to pay you the most. The person who will pay you 100% the most is another collector. Vendors have to make money off of you, so they're going to take a haircut. So if you can find another collector, that's the best thing. Or you can trade. If you want to trade at a fair value, then that would also be optimal because you get what you want, they would get what you want, they want, and there's no haircut taken off. Oh, I forgot. Silly me. Whatnot, where I sell. Whatnot takes 8%, the credit card company takes 3%. So all in, you're looking at 30 cents per unit sold, which is the transaction fee. 30 cents plus 11%. So actually, they have the lowest fees, okay? What are the downsides to Whatnot? That's a whole nother rabbit hole we don't want to go down because it's going to take a very long time to explain why Whatnot is hard. Trust me. You go on the app, there are a lot of sellers that lose money and have no viewers. Whatnot is a live streaming platform that you need to be an entertainer as much as you need to be a salesman. And the whole Mr. Game and spin wheels, blah, blah, blah. It's just a whole freaking headache. All right. Now, let me tell you the number one place to sell all your cards with no headaches, and you don't need to comp your cards or anything, and you can trust them. This is literally the best way to sell your cards and get 70 to 75%. And it's the easiest, okay? You let me sell your shit for you on Whatnot. I charge $1 per unit plus Whatnot fees plus 14%. So you get 75%-ish. Don't send me cheap stuff or else you're going to get destroyed because the $1 is going to eat up later. If I sell your card for $2, the $1 shipping fee is going to eat it up. Slide into my DMs. on Instagram if you want me to sell your stuff for you. Bye bye.